Welcome to The Explainer. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the invisible magic that's happening inside your phone. You know, the stuff that recognizes your face in an instant, makes your photos look perfect before you even hit the button, and predicts your next word as you're typing it. And it does it all without ever sending your personal data to the cloud.
All right, let's kick things off with a question you've probably wondered about, maybe as you're unlocking your phone late at night. How on earth does it do that? Well, the answer reveals this quiet but absolutely massive revolution that's happening right inside your pocket.
So, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at the secret hardware making it all happen. Then, we'll see where this AI pops up in your everyday life. After that, we'll get into the huge trade-off between privacy and power. And finally, we'll see how all of this is fueling a massive battle between the tech giants. Okay, let's dive right in. To really get how your phone got so incredibly smart, you first have to meet the specialized brains, the silicon chips, that are literally custom-built for artificial intelligence. This all really boils down to one key concept: on-device AI. Now, unlike cloud AI, which zips your information off to some giant data center, this approach keeps all that sensitive stuff, like your face print, your voice, even your typing habits, right where they belong, securely on your device with you. And this approach? Well, it's got some huge perks. It's way more private for starters, which means a much lower risk of data breaches. It's also faster because there's no internet lag. Plus, it works when you're offline, like on a plane or the subway. And believe it or not, because it's so efficient, it can actually be better for your battery life. Now, this little guy is really the star of the show, the Neural Processing Unit, or NPU. Think of it like a specialist. It has one job and one job only: to run all those complex AI calculations with incredible speed and efficiency. It's basically the dedicated AI brain of your phone. Next up, you've got the Image Signal Processor, or ISP. This is the photographic eye. It takes the raw data streaming from your camera sensor, and working hand in hand with the NPU, it analyzes the whole scene in real time to make it look great, turning a kind of flat, boring sensor reading into a brilliant photo. And for everything you hear, there's the digital signal processor. The DSP is the sound master. It's essential for things like, say, isolating your voice from all the background noise in a busy cafe when you're on a call, making sure you come through crystal clear. So now, let's see where all this special hardware actually shows up in the features you probably use all the time, maybe without even thinking about it. We'll start with the very first thing a lot of us do every day: unlocking our phones. You see, Secure Face Unlock isn't just taking a picture of you. Oh no, it's this super sophisticated four-step dance using invisible infrared light. A flood illuminator finds your face, then a dot projector blankets it with over 30,000 unique dots. An infrared camera reads that distorted pattern, and finally, the NPU turns that 3D map into a secure mathematical code. And using this 3D method makes a massive difference for security. A simple 2D system, it can often get fooled by just a photograph, but a 3D system captures depth and uses what's called liveness detection, which makes it incredibly hard to trick. That's why it's secure enough to authorize payments. And right here, this is the core privacy benefit in action. That mathematical faceprint isn't an image. It's a secure code. It's created and then locked away in a hardware vault right on the chip. And the critical part is that data never leaves your device, period. So this powerful on-device privacy brings us right to the central conflict that's really defining the entire smartphone industry today. It's this fundamental dilemma between privacy and raw computational power. And it's a pretty clear choice. On one side, you have on-device AI. It's private, it's fast, it works offline, but it's limited by the hardware in your hand. On the other side is cloud AI. Sure, it means sending your data to a server, but in return, you get virtually limitless power, and let's be honest, it can often produce a superior result. This creates what we can call a privacy paradox, and you really see it in photography. Do you want the authentic shot that was processed privately on your phone, or do you want the perfect shot that was sent to the cloud to have an object magically removed and the background completely rebuilt? It's a real choice. Now, this dilemma isn't just a theoretical thing for you to think about. It is the absolute driving force behind the strategic battle between the world's biggest tech companies for control of the AI in your pocket. You can see each company is placing a totally different bet based on this trade-off. Apple, with its Neural Engine, is doubling down on a privacy-first, on-device strategy. Google, with its Tensor chip, is trying to create a hybrid model, blending the best of both. And Samsung, they're leaning hard into the creative, generative power of the cloud. So these different bets really show three distinct philosophies. Apple's strategy is to keep it local. Samsung is all in on embracing the power of the cloud. And Google is trying to find that perfect, balanced sweet spot right in the middle. Ultimately, though, the consensus is that the most successful platforms are going to be the ones that can intelligently combine these two worlds. They'll use that fast, private, on-device AI for real-time tasks, while tapping into the cloud for the really heavy-duty generative work that creates brand new stuff. And the scale of the shift is just staggering. We're moving way beyond just predicting your next word to generating entirely new things. A projected 1 billion generative AI smartphones are expected to ship by the year 2027 alone. At the end of the day, this isn't just about our phones getting smarter. The real shift is the phone becoming the command hub for an entire network of intelligent devices all around us. And that leaves us with a final, really critical question. What happens when this intelligence escapes our pocket and is truly everywhere?